Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. Right to the air is Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
56.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
You don't confuse Franklin Myers with the all-pros of the Jets defense, but don't underestimate his role on the team. Dependable, big body, and a little pass rush chops too. 11 sacks over the last 2 seasons.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and get the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they worked this one up to about the 38. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And nothing but daylight ahead. Dalvin Cook, that all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, 61 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So for the Bills, Charles, a lot of people see them as the favorites to unseat Kansas City, not just as AFC champions, but potentially as Super Bowl champions. You take a peek at their first month of the season, the Jets tonight, home for the Raiders next week, then at Washington, home for the Dolphins before they make the trip to London in Week 5.
And it looks like a slate that's going to challenge them, and it probably will, but it's also one that's manageable. They've got a big-time offense and a defense that's been number 1 in the league the last couple of seasons. They believe this is their year.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This a quick pass to Davis. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 51 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lazard now on the end around. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 20, here's second down and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Naeem Hines, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll have a Jets first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rodgers. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
That's good for a Jets.
Now it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. On play action, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
That's another Jets. First down. 26. First and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Back to the ground. Cook dances by him. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line.
153 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, already his back in. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Play action. Now it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Escaping the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Hardman on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they got it inside the 10 at the end. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
2nd and goal from the 1. Cook is in. Touchdown, Jets. Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have
looks to throw on second down. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's Hardman to return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he'll be stopped right there at the 28. Cook up the gut, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
In motion right, that's Wilson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Rodgers throwing on third and long. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
They'll try to middle with Cook.
Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
Now Rodgers. And Wilson with it, complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the comeback? Right now, they're executing really well.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a play action now for Rodgers.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A give. This is Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
210 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Throwing is Rodgers.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown!
Dalvin Cook
with now 3 week 1 touchdowns.
And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Hardy. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Jets, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0.